Mic off. Mic on.
Testing. 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 Okay, there it is. Sorry about that, everybody. My microphone seemed to have been having some small problems. So, welcome everybody back to Nightingale. Whilst I am not fully recovered from what has been plaguing me the last couple days, I have managed to recover enough to do a normal stream. So, I wanted to do a couple quick things just to kind of touch base with everybody a little bit. The first one is this is going to be primarily just another resource gathering stream, kind of like the previous game. Beyond that, though, no, Avalon Wisdom will not be joining us this time, which I apologize for, but she's on vacation. So instead, if someone who is part of my commentary, my, friends online want to join me, they are more than welcome. But one other bit of big news, actually. I have officially reached Twitch affiliate status. And as far as I know, although I could be wrong, that means I can now receive subscriptions, which will help me out financially here and there each month. So if anyone out there has an Amazon Prime account, and maybe not necessarily a Twitch account, which would be weird since you're watching me, feel free to throw me a subscription. Subscribe to me when you can, if you have the free time. That extra money does help quite a bit. It pays for some of my cat's food and some fruit for me when I have it. Until then, we'll kind of cut that kind of chit chat and get straight into the game. So last time we were playing, if I remember correctly, which I don't, we had done a little bit of a tour of Unborn's Worlds. Anyone who was there and present for it, he does an amazing job. Absolutely phenomenal work as a designer for various structures. Some of it I had some critiques about, for obvious reasons, but generally speaking, the amount of creativity that he put into that work, phenomenal. Phenomenal work. It has given me quite a few ideas and inspirations for my own, although that will have to wait. I think I think once we get to the watch, right? Once we get to the watch realm, we will probably start focusing on large-scale renovations to this structure that I have now. And we might choose a whole different realm to build in so that we have a nice clean slate to work with. Swamps actually tend to be pretty good because they're all relatively flat zones, I've noticed. But, where were we before? Before, I had discovered a couple truths. One of the big ones is that some, not all, some material refinement can actually be used when it comes to creation. Like, as you noticed, my gloves here and my hat here are both 103 rather than 101. And that is because I discovered that you can use not just the regular kind of materials for cloth, but you can use durable cloth. And that's a pretty big deal. Because durable cloth requires additional resources to make it fascinating. So you get a lot more statistics off of this. See, 90 health regeneration, 4 stamina per second, 12% stealth rate, 20% environmental resistance. And while yes, I know none of that is close to what people witnessed yesterday, but it's also a matter of point that Unborn, for all of what they've done, is also at the end of Endgame. Probably has been playing for a significant period of time, possibly since the beginning of the game itself, which is far more than I have proceeded. For myself, though, uh, the cloth. If I think I had a titania's crown, yeah. There's a durable cloth, different one. So here's just a regular cloth for titania's crown. 30, 1.5, and 6%. My durable cloth, though, has an additional rating, and everything is at least increased by half again. Except for the regeneration, which is almost... It's past 2. It's almost at 2.5 or something like that. So this is a significant improvement when it comes to... Oh, sorry. All of the clothing. All of my clothing is going to have to be redone. I believe I redid my Explorer's pack already. I did, yes. As you notice, it has quite a bit more magical power. It has a little bit more of everything since the last time I showed it off. But primarily in the magical power department. And the reason for this, I used gold and, well, cobalt actually, and silver, which both gave magical power, as well as Keferi's Scarab and Tawat's Hipple also gave magical power. So I intend to kind of keep that theme. Since I do want to be a wizard, I think I'm going to go into these other worlds and attempt to gather more gold. I need to make sure that I have plenty of food. For those who remember, I am now an herbivore. I'm a plant eater. I can only eat plants. If I eat anything that's not plants, I get sick. And I do mean quite sick. So before we go there, I am going to change my my hood here because it looks wildly wrong. And I will be changing it to something a little bit different. I could do for Halloween. But I don't think if I do that, I won't be able to do any kind of like changes to its otherwise aesthetics. You know what? It's Halloween. And I have no item customization. Okay. I actually really kind of like that. I'm getting very much so Jack Skellington kind of vibes. And I enjoy this. 1 second real quick. Alright. So, off we go to the crossroads. I know I don't have to do this. I can just quick travel, but it's still fun. Oh, wait. I have to return to... Don't I? Yes. I have to go back to What's-Her-Face. Oh. So that whole circle is my respite. Which means it only covers a certain part of my realm. I mean, that kind of tracks. That kind of makes sense. I'm sorry. Is that the only treasured item that I missed? No, there's other treasured items. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I didn't miss all those. But I should go talk to here, because I believe I have a quest for Wilhelma real fast here. Yes, I have to talk to her real quick. The way out of this place is over here. There we are. God, I feel slow. It's crazy you can actually see the site of power from your start location. Like, you wouldn't think that should be the case. But kind of like with... I like how I don't take damage from that. In Minecraft or something, I would drop. I'd just be smacked. But yeah. It's kind of funny because, like, just like with Dark Souls, this whole world is interconnected. At least each portal world is specifically. All right, Vilma. Oh, you again. Always. Why does she always sound so damn snarky? You know what I mean? I look at her and I'm like, you are surrounded by, what, 2 people? You are living in a hole in the ground, and you're being, like, snarky? I found the lawman. Oh, now this is exciting. Did you get a name? He goes by Bass Reeves. Reeves, doesn't ring a bell, but no matter. What I'd really love to know is what business he has in the realms. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Uh. Which one should. Oh. Darn it. Part of me wants to choose to turn. I already told him I'm not going to. But the say. Or I no, actually didn't say that. I said I am. I just informed him that she is after his information. I'm gonna tell him I'm sorry. Oh, come now. After all the report we've built, there are snarky responses. Wait, what reward? I'm just curious about what the reward was. I guess that's part of the quest is turning in this in. I'm double tongued. But how can you not be? How could you, if you want to complete all the quests, you don't have a choice. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll have to keep my eyes and ears on it. But there's a wonderful story unfolding here. We've got front row seats. Do we though? Like, I feel kind of grimy. I feel kind of grimy about that, you know. But at the same time, it is what it is. I'm gonna grab a drink here real quick. Ah. Okay, let's see. We'll just head out of here. I really hope at some point. I'm gonna kind of rehash something I said previously. Actually, I could just. Why am I doing this? I'm gonna rehash something I said yesterday. They really should allow for material swapping on tile sets, kind of like with a paint mechanic or something. Or at least allow paints to be used to color stuff. Because some are just gaudy, and others could do a lot more with just a simple, like the corrupted wood as part of my umbrella looked amazing, right? It looked really kind of cool. Now imagine if you built a wooden shack all with corrupted wood. It would look neat. Now I'm not saying like the glamour station where you make it look like something else. Like you have to build it with those materials. Kind of like with any of these tools. I think that would be pretty nice, actually. Alright, so we need to head back to the marsh. I don't think there's going to be caves there. I know there's going to be caves over there. But I have mission. We're going mineral hunting. So we'll go through here. But yeah, my slight pet peeve is all these playing cards, right? Not all of them are terrible. But the fact that you have to use tiered cards to unlock realms, I think is clutter that doesn't need to be here. Initially, they said that the realms would drop resources based on, the power rating of the realm. Well, if that's true, then there would be certain power rating thresholds for each kind of essence. but they currently don't. They are locked behind the tier of the realm. And I'm not sure how I feel about that overall. To me, I feel like just the scope of what this game already has. There's so many elements that they could really easily improve upon. And all they really need to do about it is just link up some systems. I know that for the players, it's going to be like, you know, a huge deal, but also really awesome and cool to get that all running. And I'm fully behind that. But the real benefit, I think, will just be how memory is managed, you know? Now, I will say this. It's not going to be easy. For anyone who's like, oh, well, wouldn't it just be this, and then you palette swap that? Sadly, no. I wish it was. Most people know that programming is never a cut and dry situation, no matter what you do. And this is a fairly complicated game. I myself have tried my hand at programming, you know, Minecraft mods. I was people were saying, oh, it's really easy, you just gotta do this. And so I tried it, and I mean, yeah, I could make a new material, and I could make tools out of it. That was great. But, like, that's about the limit of what I was able to accomplish at the time. I probably could have done more if I had put my mind to it. But again, it's not easy. It requires effort. And whilst I am perfectly capable and willing to take that effort, I think that when you compare just that simple game, that very simple game, to the complicated mess that is this one, you could easily see why it's all going to start falling apart. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to require a lot of rewrites. Yeah, this is the other gal.
I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer that needs fixing. Be brief, will you?
Ooh, I forgot that you had a voice actor.
It would be just our luck that of all the brilliant writers and publicists who could be chronicling these events, we'd be left with her. What the Sunday Courier calls journalism is little more than disreputable slander in the guise of current events. Ms. Sassa lives up to her paper's reputation in every sense. And if you've a good head on your shoulders, you won't put any stock in her tall tales.
Okay. So I did that bit. Why can't I go in this again? Ow! So I believe... like, it's set in here, right? Where was it? So the realm ship. Okay, so there's the Harold Moore. Huh. I guess I thought, yeah, well, it says Nellie Bly can be found in Glorious Station. I, for some reason, read this, and I thought it meant that Nellie Bly was the expert I needed to talk to. I can't remember exactly what it is that those Sun Titans want. I know I have to go do the glory seals to unlock that world, but I don't want to do that quite yet. Like I said, I want to go do some mining, so should be about yay. I know we did some mining already in this realm, because this realm is still left open from last time that Avalon Wisdom and I... Ooh, resources. Minerals! Okay, well, I started my trip early. Did not think there'd be a bunch from up here, I will admit. Well, let's get a hammering. Another question I have. So, according to Unborn... What the? According to Unborn, your magical power scales most of your spells. Right. So, I wonder what it scales for this spell. Part of me is really hoping what it scales is the amount of resources, at the very least. Because it's definitely not increasing the number of hits I get to deal before the enchantment wears off. Which, you know, I will admit, I kind of hope would be the case because, like, especially since it counts even missed hits as hits, it's a little frustrating. Because unless you're keeping real close count, you're not going to be able to... Did they break a bunch of stuff? Certainly doesn't look like it, but they're all kind of like sleeping. I also want to know more about why they have those little like tribute things. But no matter. Around we go. Oh, I missed resources, but they're really hard to get when they're that high up. There's a cave right over here. Excellent. Is that more resources? It most certainly is. Oh. Well, let's see how good my fireball's gotten. Oh, what? Wow. Okay. How good has my fireball gotten, folks? Good enough that I don't think I have to worry about my enemies anymore. Good Lord. Ow. It's a good thing I have a lot of resistance to that stuff. Otherwise, that would have actually hurt. I mean, let's not be incorrect. It did hurt. I'm just being kind of a jokester. But yeah. I think at some point I probably will look up, like, what each spell gets from magical power. But until I can figure it out, I'm just going to kind of run with it. I know that, obviously, my magical power being at 300 now is a $4,000 fireball, which could be wrong, but I don't think I was anywhere close to with my gunshots, let alone with my previous casting of magic. Hold up. Oh. Okay, there it goes. I don't know why I canceled my fireball. Bloop. Goodbye, everybody. Jesus. That's all I can say. Sword? Yeah. I mean, they're still pretty weak enemies who can die from, you know, a couple hits with my sword. But the fact that the fireball just does that much damage. No, I was hoping you'd be a good resource. You guys are not. Well, that sun's in the worst possible position. Okay, those are not bad new berries. Okay, good. Ooh, I thought I was going to have to fight some more bad news berries right up here next to this mountain. Luckily, we do not. Got some messages. Alright. Nothing too serious. I would like to do a quick shout out, though. Originally, I was going to potentially play another game. Those who were watching yesterday might remember this. And I decided against it, not because, you know, I couldn't, but that I really didn't get any good confirmation from the person who I was attempting to kind of wish a happy birthday. Hopefully they, you know, have a fantastic birthday nonetheless. But since they didn't really get back to me about what kind of game they think they would like me to watch, or they'd like to watch that I should play, I just decided to go with Nightingale. Nightingale's relatively fun for me, and I think most of the people who watch me have also been enjoying it. After all, I did reach affiliate after starting to play it with Mother. So it could have just been fortunate timing, or it could just be that this game has a nice little bit of people who watch it. I just harvest both those at the same time? Wow. While I will never play a game solely because it is popular, if it is a game that just happens to be popular that I enjoy playing, I will definitely not turn my nose at it. Seems like a lot of gems in these places, I will also say. Not that I'm, you know, I don't enjoy that. But I definitely will say that I'm looking for gold. And gold is not gems, however much I wish it was. Now, this critter... Oh, more resources. Sweet. We are here to mine. Oh, come on. What? Thank you. I mean, at least I'm getting some silver here. Oh. Silver and cobalt are always pretty good. Cobalt is great for tools, as I mentioned before. Whee! Salt? No, quartz. It's really weird. It's really hard to know what is salt and what isn't. I've almost been able to identify every other material except for salt. Okay. There we go. More cobalt, more cobalt, more cobalt. I probably can't jump all the way. Oh, I can. Jeez. It's kind of nuts how high I can jump with this jump cart on, we'll say. I probably can't reach that resource node. Wow, not without an umbrella. What? Okay, I need to stop doubting myself, apparently. Alright. What are those? Oh. Must have been one of the guys I hit from a long range. Oh. We did the Font of Sorrows. I already completed the Bastille of Intellect and the Site of Power there. There's a cave straight north, which I think we also already did. Maybe it's restored itself? But if it did, it's just going to be more gems. Maybe I should go do the Site of Glory. The Site of Glory. There's 2 of them. But there goes the question. I didn't have any problem with the somber Site of Power. And I didn't have to go do the Sites of Glory. I think I still will. I think I'm still going to do these Sites of Glory. So straight north and keep on going. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to go do these Sites of Glory. Ow. Oh, wait. Those are the puppy dogs. Oh, right. I was going to make one other little point about... Oh, I didn't put the... I forgot to put Oberon's Bounty on my new knife. Because that might, if it increases resources, maybe it will also increase my luck when it comes to picking up the mutated variants. Sadly, no. At least, sadly, I won't be able to find out. But yes, we'll keep heading north. Probably just more sticks. Whee! Excuse you. Okay. And look, I found myself the mother lode. There's salt. Cobalt. Cobalt. More cobalt. Dear God, all the cobalt. Oh. Raw quartz. Oh, I don't have room. No, I do. How did I miss that? I thought I hit both of those. Oh well. I'm not gonna say no to silver. Oof. I mean, silver may not be gold, but silver is still a precious metal, and it is also still worth what? I think it's 6 or 8% magical power. I think it might be 8. No! I already have 166. That's at least a few. Okay. At least a few pieces of precious ink. What I'm actually going to try is something I don't think I really focused on before, because I always thought plants. But there are some ores that are also able to be made into refined pigments. And if I'm lucky, one of them will be silver. Because in that case, I can make gems have even more magical power than they did before. Woo! Which will then further increase the amount of magical power available in the tool like you could say, in a sense, this trek of for resources, gold included, is an attempt for me to find the best and most amount of gold I can slap onto an equipment as I can. I think I can go pretty high, but I'm not sure yet. And with gold seeming to be a little bit scarce on the ground, perhaps I should have gone to a secular realm, as one might call it. But I'll get to the glory's tears, because I believe the sun titans will be pretty easy to handle. More salt. I like salt. Who doesn't like their dried meat? Well, for me, beef jerky, which is most of what you're making in this game when you use that stuff, you're making a beef jerky. I like my beef jerky a little thick. I will admit that. A little bit of a thick beef jerky. It needs to have a proper amount of flavor. One of the biggest sins people often make with beef jerky is they don't allow it to stay hydrated enough. I know that sounds contradictory to the statement of it's a beef jerky, but it is true. One of the best things for any beef jerky you can do is make sure it has an adequate amount of moisture from the marinade, especially. And that helps with the, when you go to eat it, it's not going to turn your mouth into the Sahara Desert, which has happened to me on a couple occasions with certain types of beef jerky you can get in the store. I won't name names or name brands because none of them sponsor me, and why should I if they don't? But I will say, I've only met one brand of beef jerky that I almost every time, if I see they have a new flavor, I go for it. Because their beef jerky is moist enough for me to go, hey, okay, I can work with this. Beatrice, excellent timing. I need you to take, like, all these heavy things. coal. I guess the gems. Oh, I've actually gotten 2 of those? I need more of those. I really do. Pursuit. I was getting pursuit this. Oh, I only got a few of those. That's fine. She can take off of like. What is it? Yeah. Like 500. And then I'm going to get more. So it's not like I'm not going to be getting more of these things. And as long as she has all those ores, which are the primary ones I'm picking up and putting down, I can just keep having her carry them. And I can probably go back to base with several hundred tons. Okay. I need to keep going northeast. Technically it's north by north. That's kind of weird. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I'm getting slight jerkiness from my game when I pull out the umbrella. Or maybe it's just the sword. That's such a beautiful sight. I'm sorry, it's just it is. I know that I've been through here, but without the ultra mode with the ray casting on, or ray tracing, ugh. Oh, it's just so good to look at. There's some more automatons. Really only the special ones are worth my time to kind of like see what they're up to, kind of a thing. Big old beetles? Are you bad news? Oh, you're bad news! I should have figured that. But I wasn't sure what form the beetles, the bugs would take. And Beatrice! Where did you go, Beatrice? Oh, you're inside. Please don't do that again. Ooh, look at that. Delicious. Well, that's tier 3 bug, chitin, and meat. Actually, hold up. Can I make... I think I might be able to. I was going to ask if I could... Whoa, I am not where I should be. That's Bastille of Intellect. I want to be over there. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm very popular right now. Well, text message was, of course. The puppy dog's gonna follow me. That's right. Bring it. What? They kind of remind me of the boars. Why are they running in circles? And they're coming one. See what I'm saying? Like the game a little glitchy today. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay. I could have sworn that was the music for the when bosses approach you, but apparently it wasn't. I feel like someone in the comments could definitely be like yelling at me going, Ebon, the reason why you're not getting those special parts is because the ones you need to fight are the really shiny ones. And I'd be going, oh, right, the big ones, or the one with special colors. I didn't know that. And they're like, we noticed. Kind of a thing. I just haven't seen bigger versions of them. Beetles! I'm I'm sorry. Even the fast cast is terrifying. It's 3,000. Who needs an extra 1,000 damage when things in here can only take like 200, 2,000, maybe 1,500? Just fast cast a fireball or two. Yeah, switching weapons is definitely taking more time than it should. Wait. Ouch. Oh, that's I should probably go do that before it becomes a problem. Oh. Oh, no. There we go. No, come on! It's not fair. Let's charge this bad boy up. But there's more? There's more of the bad news berries? Okay. Let's find this bad news berry. Okay, let's see if... Where is it? Like, I don't want to have to kill multiple of those guys. So where's the other one? I have to be missing. It has to be real obvious, and I'm just being real blind. Ow. An enemy tickled me. It probably was more like an actual hit, but I registered as tickling. Let's just launch fireballs. See, here's the great things about magic in this game that they've shown me so far. All right, and that is magic doesn't cost magical power or fey energy or anything like that. I was very concerned when I first started playing this game that there was going to be some kind of nonsense about needing like magical powder or something to cast your spells. To my great surprise, that wasn't the case. Oh, there was a thing there. That's kind of funny. Seriously though. Am I just I'm just real. Wow. I don't even know where to go with that one. Okay. So yeah, that was just really, really blind. The other one was right next to that one. I just didn't see it. If I had fully charged a fireball, it would have been dead though. So I mean, I feel like that was my oopsie. All right. So, where was I? Right, we're gonna go back to this challenge. We're definitely gonna need. Neat. All right. Wow. I mean, I can do some serious. Oh, I should probably eat before I forget. Why can't I jump? Okay. That was really It's doing it again. Am I just being a nonce? Like, why am I not? Oh, there we go. Herbarium Desert and some more hope bloom. But I'm almost certain that I can get. Ooh, no, please don't. Okay. Take all that. Why do they give you these bullets and stuff when you shouldn't be needing them right just now? Okay. Oh, here we go. It's a good thing I register anything new as possibly destroyable. Oh, clever. Sneaky, sneaky. All right. Can I fireball through here? I most definitely can't. Specifically that. Canned. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Oh. What? Let me... Why can't I examine? Oh, there it is. That's not all of them. No, there's one more left. And it's right there. Oh. So glad. These ones are so much easier to find, though, too. Okay, so that one has to go down. That one has to go down. That one has to go down. Okay, I think we got this sequence. Heck yes! Oh, salute the hooded stranger. Okay, that was Z? Yes. I do think it's clever. Ethereum glass. Those are just candles. Could I have... For the sake of all that it's holy, I could have just jumped. I didn't even need to break the seal. Why, you may ask? Well, a very simple reason. If these were just... If this was available up here, I could have jumped and used my handy-dandy pickaxe to climb it. So I need to go to the east. The gun is not... Go to the west. It's over there. Woo! That has to be it, right? No. East. Woo! Yeah, I'm still. I still want to know what Unborn's umbrella was like, because when I saw him take off, he freaking took off. It was mildly intimidating. Okay, here we are at the next challenge spot. What? Why did I lose it? Why did I lose it? Ugh. That was really frustrating. There has to be a way up. Most of this has been like parkour challenges, honestly. Oh, no. It's tapping the spacebar at just the right moment that keeps getting me. So up here we go. And over here we go. Oh, well, no. And into here. More plant fibers. Okay. Oh, Ethereum glass. Absolutely. Never underestimate Ethereum glass. Oh. Farm card. Prestigious hunger potion. Oh, for a second there I thought it was right in there. Oh. Can I... Thank you. I was gonna say... Okay, I'm not sure then. Alright. There's one there for sure. Back of the statue? No, surprisingly not. Oof. Thank you. Careful climb. Well, I guess. Okay. That's not... These are some interesting parkour challenges, don't get me wrong. But... I'm very much so asking the question. Oh, did that actually save me from fall damage? Well, that's great. That's fantastic. I need one more. Oh, it's right there. There's the hooded stranger. So I'm gonna salute you. Oh, it just kind of does it. That's kind of neat. Was there any other gesture I did? No, pretty sure it's only been salute. So if I salute each one until I hear a crumbly crumbly sound. Nope. Ah. So it is triggered. Okay. Okay. Oh. Ethereum glass. There has to be one like down here or something, right? That has to be what's going on. I mean, there was that one. I mean, that one just looks a little too obvious. Maybe I'm just being, like, paranoid. I have to be being paranoid. Yes. No. Okay. Where could it be? Only problem is, if I didn't... Oh, that's clever. So then you can't tell which one it is. Except... No, I can't even tell. It could be either or of those. This one comes from there, though. That one lines up to nothing. So it must be this one that lines up to this one. Okay, so then it's just that one I have to keep swapping around. Once I find wherever... Hi, Mr. Tree. Don't worry, I would absolutely take you down, chop you up into firewood. Oh. I don't know how I guessed that correctly. Oh. So it has to be this one. Oh, wait. I didn't make that one. I didn't turn either one of those on. Work? Clap. Oh, there was something else. Although, what keeps hurting my clothes and stuff so badly? You'd think I wasn't... Should have guessed it. Clap to the highest statue. I guess there was clap. Oh. Whole thing changed, actually, there. Explorer's jacket. Carnute. Holy begod. That's a crazy... I mean, it's not as good as mine. That's still pretty crazy. I'll extract that, though. Actually, in hindsight, that might have been yeah, that. Charnute. Take all of those, I think. I can. Excellent. And nope. Oh. I had Pharaoh swine before, or maybe they changing based on tier. That could be it. Alright, so I did those two, and now I can go to the Radiant Site of Power. That's the north. right underneath it. That's kind of funny. Yes, I see that. Yeah. Well, we have never hit the watch before. That's definitely what I'm doing. Slowly but surely making my way to where I can find all the prettiest pieces of material to play with. But I don't know if climbing up this giant lake was a smart solution considering my stamina. Yeah, this might be a very unpleasant situation. Not what I want to do. Almost. Nope. 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 Oh, sprained ankle. That's it? I should have had broken ankle. Okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of cool to be able to see through everything. That's neat. But I do need... Maybe if I think I did that already. I could probably get quite high. That'll work. That will have to do it. Oh, that will have to do it. Oh. All right. I mean, every little bit helps when it comes to the height of... Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. Oh. I don't even know how I got up there last time. I think I must have gone, like, somehow through there. And I think maybe there was a teleporter and some switchbacks or something. Well. I'm gonna head over here. As if that's right, then I'll have an easier path. Oh, I remember. I went through this thing. I crawled up and went up there. Right. Not over here. But this was a similar... I could have sworn this was a very similar thing. Wait, Puck? I think I saw Puck. For a split second. I did!
It would seem these ancient riddles were no match. Lifetimes of stewardship, undone in mere moments. How closely these druids have followed in their prince's footsteps. Now, their secrets are laid bare, and the final step of this network is yours to tread. Keep your wits about you, child of Earth. Thy long-awaited homecoming draws ever near.
I don't like the way he said that. Beatrice, I actually do need you to take some more of these things that I thought I had. Oh, it's apparently very toasty. Up we go. We'll put my... I don't like how much that jumps, that lags. Yep. It's really handy, I will say. don't make you do all kinds of fighting just to get up here at least. I've known quite a few games to decide that was the smart route to pick. And we're like, these players are obviously masochists. So let's make these really, really, really hard challenges for later in the game. So hard that they won't even know what hit them. Darn. Why'd I think that was a baby skull? Oh. But I will admit it was terrifying. Fireball! Can I blow this open with a fireball? I'll never be caught unawares again. Fire! Why, Beatrice? Oh, how'd I miss that one? There was two in the same space? I must be blind as a bat. I mean, I hear the bad news berries. I hear the bad news berries. I killed something. Boom. I'm sorry. What? Oh, I can see where one is. Oh. Ah. Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to examine that. This is like an infestation mission. I want the essence. I didn't like that. Ah. Fireball. Annihilated. Fireball. Dead. I'm sorry. Where did you come from? What kind of hell was that? Oh, that was like the worst. Ooh, an agility challenge. Like I didn't see that one coming. Such a small. Quana? What are you saying to me? Well, it looked so much different. For half a second, I thought I saw something completely different than what was actually there. Still looks cool, though. I could get that last bucket, but nah. What is there, one final boss to kill or something? Don't make me do something weird, please. Echo of Hope. I had to do... Really? Really? That's just weird to me. I know it shouldn't be weird to me, but it was weird to me. That it was... they just wanted me to collect a little bit more resources. It's like... That's weird. I was expecting like a parkour situation. He's gonna be beyond the door, isn't he? He's gonna be down there. Actually, can I fireball him? If I wait long enough, will he come over here? Oh, I kind of panicked. How much is this gonna... Oh. Wow, that is a painful, spicy meatball. Fireball! Oh, what? Fireball! Oh. Okay, yeah, no, there's not gonna be anything. It's kind of gonna hoping there'd be like some minerals that I hadn't gotten before, or something along those lines. But sadly, nah. I'm guessing it's supposed to be a lot harder than that, but the very, very powerful fireballs I was casting seem to 100% remove that whole stressor. Radiant Sight of Power cleared. I now the Gauntlet Major Realm card. Fabled Canute? That's what that was? Oh, I do remember reading something about that, actually, now that I'm thinking for a second or two. I wanted to extract that, thank you. And extract that. Yes. And those are some nice statistics. I mean, if you're going for sword damage, ooh, those are some solid statistics. that, and take that. Yikes. It sounds cool, I will say. Oh, another drink time. Oh, sorry, cat of mine. It's drink time. All right. Whew. You know, I should have shot it with the gun. I should have done that. I should have thought about that. I'm like, I should shoot the Vex with my gun. I didn't think about it. Bum. On the plus side, though, we now know that all bosses are going to be giving purple tier stuff, which is hot. Those are all illuminated. Why? This is the Forest Gauntlet. Ah. And if I did champion, I'd be looking at level 100. Yes. Okay. So these are all the gauntlets. I don't think I can use these quite yet. I do need to go back to my home. Travel to my respite. Well, at least you made my plants look pretty. Alright. Let's drop off stuff. Yachts. Bug meat. That's it. Those. Equivalents. Is there anything I can take out of here? The gems. Here. Don't think I actually have anything of wood. Magic I have. And the cord and the wick. And then... Oh. I now remember why she's not attacking people. It's because she currently has equipped the watering can. Because I'm very smart, you see. Very smart. I equipped her with the watering can and had her work outside. Ah, unborn. For this house, I think I'm going to kind of leave it as is for right now. But after seeing what you did in the swamp, I think I'm going to move out towards there for my next build. And we'll make that something kind of interesting. But I want to do something not as ambitious as what you have done. But I want to try to do kind of like a wizard's tower kind of a look. So we'll see how that goes. Furniture, storage. Yeah, so not as much as my footed chest still. Which is fair. Voyager steamer truck. There it is. More of these. So I wanted to see what we could refine into pigment here before I do anything crazy. So as I figure I could do all the fruits and foods. I can also do coal. Apparently shimmering ore, though I don't have any right now. Copper. All the mushrooms. And tier 3 meats from prey, bugs, and stuff. And then apparently also ore from pursuit and irium. Arium? Arium. Which I believe Beatrice has my entire inventory of those nightmares. Dropping that. These are... Oh, no, I don't want the gems. Gems, well... I guess it doesn't really matter right now. I don't know if I would say it's going to be as simple as the portal tower. I want to create it using more of a... I want to make it more of like a stone tower. Something that's going to have kind of the look of like a D&D Wizard's tower is kind of what I'm going to go for. That's the goal, at least. And I'm going to try to make it kind of like an octagon or hexagonal design for the walls. Not going to go true circle, but I am going to try to make it look like a polygonal shape, not a square. Why do I have your watering can, Beatrice? Keep a hold of it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Fabled automaton heart. This was indeed something I was after. Look at that. 12%? That's pretty good. I did a lot of work on that. Now I did that, so I should be able to make the refined pigments for those metals as well at the bottom. Apparently not Urium, but Pursuit I can. That's range damage and critical. Cobalt is the 6%. Magic. 8% for silver. So I think I'll make 10. Make 10 of that. Because the silver is probably going to be the highest we can get unless we can find gold. From refined pigment we can do now chemical ink. And nothing would be better than Ethereum glass. Well, hold up. I don't actually know that, do I? Glass, 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 glass. It needs a gem. Only raw gems will do. So yeah, I think Ethereum glass. Well, no, because raw gems, the petrified record is 6%. What does the alchemical, what does Ethereum glass do? Only 4%. So actually, I could make a stronger glass using the bound ichor. Or the petrified ichor. I want to create at least 2. Also, I think I have some molded glass. I gotta make sure I do. Maybe not on hand right now. Okay, I'm gonna make some molded glass. Because I don't know if molded glass Yeah, it's not going to have any more effects. Right. Okay. So I'll come over here, make alchemical ink. Wait, what? Where'd the things go? Did I not pick them up? Apparently I did not pick them up. 2 alchemical ink from that. From the silver. And that will make 20 alchemical inks. And then from alchemical inks, we can go to vibrant inks. We can use the silver ink, which gives 14% magic power right now. And of course, we need to use gunpowder. I wonder if there's a better... I don't think I found anything better. I think gunpowder is the best one. But then I can make 50 vibrant inks. I don't think there's a better one. Wish there was. If I can make sticks and stones to create crude gunpowder, I should be able to use, I don't know, popping flowers to make something better. And then I got the silver. And a gem. So this is where I could use the other 2 petrified ichor to create an ink. And then I just have to get another petrified ichor to turn into the focus gem. I think that's the maximum you can go to. It is, yes. Okay. So yeah, with the silver... Look at that. 20 magicka power. 20%. That's pretty nice. But yeah, I think what I should do is I think that petrified ichor is the best. Is hands down the best gemstone to use for magical power, I think. Excuse you, Destiny. Okay. Oh, she has a new rumor. Of course she does. Okay. What was I gonna do? I'm pretty sure, at least. Ruby. Yeah, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that is the only gem that gives magical power. I've had to look at spreadsheets all the time, Unborn. No. I am planning on doing a full count when I do the reconstruction. I'm going to do a stream that's going to focus on every reconstruction every day. And it's going to be glorious. Melee damage, injury, durability, critical damage. Granted, it's not possible right now. Oh, that's right, because I turned it into hybrid stone. Right. Forgot that I did that. Okay. But no, I am expecting to see some pretty nasty numbers for trying to build this Wizard's Tower. Because if I make it too small, I might just have multiple towers and they'll hook together with sky bridges. It's gonna be an elaborate build, and I'm gonna make it worth the time as well. Oh, I can't have fish in my inventory. If I do, I might get poisoned. Oh. Why do I have a bow? When did I get the bow? Probably got the bow from completing the quest. If I had to guess. Nectar. Put that there, because that meat can go here? Yes. Okay, cool. Oh, alright. Alright. So I was going to travel the gauntlet, but I wanted to go... I'm going to try the gauntlet. We'll see what happens. Okay, that one's open. Here we go. If we're lucky, it's going to have all the caves we could want. If I'm unlucky, I've just entered in a realm that's basically just constant war against the unbound, or against the bound, and we're going to just be fighting the whole time we're there. We will see. I am hoping it's going to be option 1, where it's just a normal realm. Maybe I have to go through a couple stages of it or something, but like it's going to be a normal realm where I can find caves and potentially gold. It does appear to be that case. Ooh. I see actually lots of crowns. A wisp's curse? What's that? Oh, great. Fantastic. Well, there are caves. We just have to hop across. Well, actually, I don't know if there will be caves. I see portals, that's about it. And they're all transmuter. I'm also starting to have a personal belief that instead of having such varying levels of stamina based on the tool you're using... Ooh, resources. I think it should be... What? Why am I swimming? It's so shallow. Anyways. Instead of having stamina being dependent on like which gear you have out, everything that gives stamina should just give you stamina. And it's the combination of all those that is your final stamina score. I know some people are like, well, won't that make stamina insane? Yes. Which is exactly the reason why you make the numbers of stamina a little smaller for everything. So that when people are playing the game, they're going to have the same amount of stamina they had before all items gave, before all the items gave independence. So that it's not going to feel like there's this huge difference, but it's also going to make it feel like when you improve one piece of gear and you can't improve all of them, you don't just suddenly swap between massive differences in stats. Because I just improved my pickaxe not too long ago. And it was also the one in which... Oh. I forgot how this axe is actually quite good. Oh, I thought that plant was actually an animal. I know I was about to say. I think those other animals are watching us. Bones and hides of the predator, tier 3 as well, so nothing new here. Oh, I kept forgetting to put that stupid spell on my knife. Oops. Ribbonwood. Do I like ribbonwood? I really can't remember. It's okay. Ribbonwood's okay. I'll get a little bit more of it. That was weird. And then I'll go back to then I'll go to my sickle. It has it. It's crazy it has it, but it does. Okay, so it's about what I expected to be getting. Okay. That's crazy. Alright, back to this, back to this. Because I think that's more aerolite. Arium? Yeah, arium. That's what I meant the whole time, I swear. Oh, there was another thing of, well, pursuit. I hear a fire. I mean, I swear I hear a fire. Oh wait, no, I should use the fireball spell. Because even in the rain, it's probably going to do like 7,000 damage. My god. They were just instantly deleted. Not an unpleasant looking animal, honestly. Not as cool looking as their ruby antlered cousins, but definitely not bad. Oh, I missed this guy. I need to find more of those alpha critters. Okay, so we're gonna go on a hunt for one of these epic creatures. Because if we're lucky, they're gonna be fabled. They're gonna be great. If we're unlucky, they won't be as cool. Oh my god! You didn't run fast enough. These animals must never have seen human beings because they just kind of ignored my vastly superior sword. Yay! More resources. Never turn down a bunch of ores just laying around. Oh, it's like a this is the kind of joy that every man should experience. The endless amounts of bounteous ores and metal. There was actually a book I was going to read that had to do with this guy who was a miner and died in a mine. So, you know, typical reincarnation rules apply. And he just kind of like, oh, well, the thing I always loved doing, mining, is somehow applies to cultivation. Little tree people? No. I think they're spiders. One, two. 3 yours. Oh, another thing that they need to improve is uses of enchantments on tools. Because, I mean, Beatrice has my old tool. Had Oberon's bounty on it too. She never uses the darn thing. Heck, she could use the heal spell on herself in combat. Oh, I had the sudden feeling that the tree was alive and coming to kill me. Crap. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, so... Oh, was I gonna miss one? Yeah, I'm gonna miss an ore. More Holt blooms, I believe. Yeah, so it was giving me an extra 1. Yeah, it was basically giving me an extra 1. Do 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 do. Oh, damn. I forgot level 6. Oh, they aren't really that slow. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy how little I worry about you guys anymore. It's all because of this much better fireball spell. Oh, another Death Weaver. Yeah, because, like, if I remember correctly, Fabled have names, right? Not just Death Weaver. They, like, the Fabled have names. These are more just, like, alpha creatures, I think. Is that a portal? Yeah, that is the legitimate portal. So I wanted to go west. Oh, Beatrice. Beatrice? Yes. These ores are becoming heavy, quite heavy. Carry them for me. Oh, delightful. Delightful. Spiffing old girl. Alright, where are we going? Alright, this way. There's a lot of debris on the ground. Not the good kind of debris, the bad kind of debris. Now, before anyone asks, what do you mean, the good kind of debris? Is he around the water? No. So that can't be it. This one's over here almost directly. Basically, the good kind is cheese. The bad kind is not anything. Just sorrows and regrets. Is it wolf? It appears to be wolf. Well, yep. What? Bolt. I was more concerned than I should have been. Well, I have a lot of tier 3 essence. I should actually have spent all of that. So just some Waywolf. Honestly, the best part of fabled creatures is still the prey animals. very few of the predators would make me go, wow, I'm so glad I killed that thing. Totally worth it. Oh, that's a cave. This might have gold. At least I'm really, really hoping it does. Yeah. Up we go. Because that would at least prove my point that gold appears in these tier 3 caves. Okay. Yep. Fireball. And bears? What? The bear is teleporting. Don't approve. I will say, at the very least, we don't have like 8 different kinds of meat, hides, and bones from each of the prey and predator animals. Even if it would be more, correct, I'm still happy I don't have to have that much inventory space at all times. However, let's face it. Insects, animals, and even sea animals, fish, they're not built equally. Just as you already have it so that you can fish 3 different kinds of fish, right? They are different kinds of fish. Thus, they have their own names, like the health nerd. But predator and prey, ooh, there's some titanium. Raw emeralds. Wait, how powerful is my pickaxe? 88. Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't think it was past 75. But apparently I was wrong. That is not a thing I can break. I wish it was, but it's not. More sulfur. Raw sapphire gems. Not even the good mushrooms down here. Was that the whole cave? Like, that's everything? I'm glad I'm getting titanium, but like... Shoot. I kind of expected some more out of all that. And I didn't get any gold. Maybe they're like a lot of other games, like, the gold's in the desert. Why does the gold have to be in the desert? Why? I will be taking all of these materials, though. Because I want to make pretty, pretty inks. Because inks are glorious. Right, I was going to go back to that whole commentary. Ooh, tree. I don't have any eton wood, but I do have some meat. der Ettenwood. Oh. That was also breakable. I did not realize that. The glare was too bright. I feel really happy about it. I mean, I know I'm not going to probably ever use this much of these medals, but something about just like seeing them all over here and then like me collecting them, it makes me, this fulfills something deep-seated inside of my psyche combined. Don't know why, but that's how it be. It seems like everywhere I go, there be ores. Ores and more ores. Okay. We're gonna go north. We're looking, there's gonna be an apex crater around here. And then there's going to be a cave across the way. Down over there. No, wait, we already went to that one. Never mind. I could kill the baby. This is true. Do I want to kill the baby? I do not. What animal? Is it this thing? Oh, it is! I was like, oh, is it this big thing? It just oh my god, that's like 5 of my sword hits. And then we stabby. It's a beetle boar. I think I liked the beetle boar, if I remember correctly. There's the elder. Oh, look at that. 50 and 2.5. Beautiful. No, I think I like the beetle boar. Oh, it gives 10% melee damage. Do I like the beetle boar hide? No, 10%. I mean, it is. 10% is pretty good. And titanium with the 8% melee damage and stamina regeneration, that's going to make some pretty nice swords at the very least. Is that a pretty flower? No. Okay. No, I haven't got that one. So it's directly to our west. Over here. Yep, there's a cave. Into the cave we go. Good night, my friend. If I can escape. Well, I did say I wanted more challenge to some of the things in this game. They are giving it to me, just not necessarily the way I thought would be done. What was that? Okay, so once again, we are going to destroy all evil. Okay. Evil dissolved. Fuck. Okay. Okay, that's delete all evil. Oh, okay. Never anticipated the pirouetting bear out of the wall trick. You know, I've seen a lot of very unique, takes on what kind of animal tricks you can train someone in. I've never seen pirouetting bear. All right. Time to get to mining. Oh. That's probably coal. Is there a secret tunnel? No. God, Beatrice, don't keep doing that. Sapphires, sulfur. Usually much of all we really find in here. Even though I was really hoping for some beautiful gold. I think it's going to be that situation where it's found in the desert, unfortunately. But yeah, I would like if wolf hide was an equivalent to bear hide in this world. That is one thing I'll definitely say here. Bing. Oh, just a regular raw mushroom. I thought that would be the case, but I wasn't sure. More sulfur, more sapphire, sulfur, more emeralds, sapphires. Nope. More sapphires. Well, I think. Yes. Even more sapphires. But see, this is where I was really hoping I was going to find gold. Like in caves like this, because you have so many opportunities. I thought they would pop up. But apparently no. I get titanium. Which I won't say no to titanium. I really won't. I just wish it was gold. Messiah. Alright. And with that, I think we've cleared out another one. Again, let's see here. There's a couple agility challenges. I mean, it's basically just a whole lot of critters. Which I'm perfectly fine at, especially since it seems like this gives the world a whole lot of resources to mine, too. But main goal was to get ourselves some gold. This gold is the 10%. Oh, I was so right. Even if it was temporary, I was right. So what I was referring to there was the fact that I figured since these rocks were protruding, they would probably consider it be a platform protruding for a short period of time. And I was correct. Which is good, because if I had been wrong, I would have probably fallen back down into the pits. There's a bear. Oh, the bear saw me. Or maybe it didn't, but it's gonna know me now. What was that? You silly goose. These silly gooses, I swear, they're pretty funny. But they really need to realize that after they take a fireball to the face, it may not be a smart idea to stick around. Oh god. Resources. So it's basically pointing me in the direction of, oh no, if you think about it, it always was saying that, wasn't it? I was gonna say, it's gonna say that, you know, the desert is where you find the resources for magic. And I realize it always has been saying that. Like, within the forest realm, there wasn't, Abeyance, there was hardly anything, right? Hardly any resources with that gave magic. And slowly but surely, you know, we got more and more resources for stamina, for health, for that kind of stuff. But when we went to the desert, we found a couple things that gave, I think, we found a couple things that actually gave magic. With range, damage, and maybe and stealth being kind of the domain of swamps. Should have thought about that. Only problem is I didn't really see. I was finding, maybe that's how it works. Maybe it's kind of like a silver situation. I was finding silver, you know, all over there. So maybe I would just had to look in these realms along the same lines as silver. No, they'd have to be in those caves. But those caves have just a lot of gems in them. East, west. Oh, I'm too heavy. Beatrice, Beatrice. I need you to take all these heavy items off my person. Don't worry, they're only a couple tons worth of weight. Maybe a little bit less. I want the Elder Etten wood, because I think that will give me an Elder Etten heart. If I happen to find another place that has the little grabby hands, at least. I wonder what this one will be. Will you be a dearie? Or a don't we? Or a dead we? It's a bory. No risk, folks. It's just a bore. You can whine all you want, buddy. Sorry, you're not really that much of a threat to me now that I know you're. It's another Beelzebub. Oh no, they do harvest quite a few Beelzebubs. Wow. Okay. So beat that critter. The next ones are east. Or west, sorry. West and north. I could pick up some more hold blooms, it's true. Just don't know if I want to. Sort out. That's a big bear. The boar, oh, so the bear, the Veldbear, is now mine. Wow. There was a whole lot of bear on that bear. There appeareth to be a something taking down the treeth. What is causing the trees to get knocked down? It's definitely a deer, which is great. The asterisk percent ampersand. I guess we're gonna load in some rounds here. See who's crowd. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that was a very alive critter. It's probably on the side of the rocks, which means I have to go up and over. How did it get up there? That's not really fair, in my opinion. Oh, it's the Realmic transmitter. What the? I want to go mine those ores, but where did the boss critter go? I want to fireball it. It just keeps running away, but maybe I can get a good shot at range? Hey, it's a friend! The offering I want to give you is Elderwood. Why? Why you want to fight? That's what's wanted. That's what we wanted. Well, I mean, I got more elder wood, but like, I didn't want it. I didn't want to do that. Crouch. Ugh. Like, I'm sneaking, right? I'm sneaking. It's probably one of those stupid. That's Bastion. Bastion, maybe I could find gold in there. Probably not. Look how this gun is just encrusted with gems. No, I'm gonna go in the front. And then down into the darks. And more over here. Oh, there's steps over here. What? Okay. Manathor? What in the fastest descent ampersand? Titanium, like I expected. I don't know if one of those walls is fake or something, but I'm gonna assume probably not. Well, up we go up here. More titanium and raw gems. All right. Bad stuff happens. And it all gets better after a little while. Because you found raw emeralds. If anyone ever says, oh, life's terrible, if life got you down, just do this. Nope, don't believe them. If life's given you lemons and it's got you down, all you need to... Oh, there's all the bad guys. Boom. Oh. A charging lemming. This little stuff. Thank you. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, I really should spend some of my resources. Coal. Just what everyone always wanted. More coal in their stockings. Oop. That one. There's that one. Okay. Yeah, I think we've effectively mined this place empty. So I went down here already. I've been up the stairs. Oh, I didn't mine these. Okay. Again, so many sapphires. I think they're going to be kind of like the junk of my drawer. Because I really don't see a reason to use those sapphires. Maybe I'm just missing the point, but... Never found myself particularly interested in sapphires in most games, actually. They're usually representative of water or ice or something along those lines. Not to mention the fact that they're just kind of, you know, as is. Oh, we got more things. We can move those over, that over. This needs to come back over here. That can go back over there. Take the Holt bloom and the predator bones, I guess. And then I can move all items that still match. Yes. Okay. I think Deathweaver's a spider that I could probably run into. Otherwise, I just don't know. Just don't know. I think I should just travel back to my respite. And I think, I could be wrong, I think I can just go ahead and open up a portal to a desert realm and try to see if I can find gold there. I do believe gold is a tier 4 resource, yes. but so is titanium. So I'm hoping that it appears in the deserts. I'm hoping Gloriana's Tears is just a unique situation. Okay. Time to toss equivalents in. Toss equivalents in. Toss equivalents in. Ooh, I don't want to destroy my things. There we go. Toss the equivalents in. Toss the equivalents in. And then we have a couple rare things there. Stone dust? That's coal. Okay. Oh, wait. I should probably... Beatrice, don't you be going walking. Beatrice. Thank you. Oof. I'm glad I figured out this can work. Otherwise, I'd be losing my mind right now. There we go. I'm not sure. See, the sapphires give 20 maximum stamina. Whoa. The Etten hearts, if I remember correctly, are considered gems. Oddly. Beelzebub. But I should be able to turn. We could do her. Make some thread out of her. We got a bunch of Holt Bloom. And then we got the Cinder Bloom. And I guess the Harpy. I guess we don't have any more, or enough, I guess. Maybe not. Haddocks oil? I must have, maybe I must have majorly read that incorrect. Hold up. Can't I make I don't know why, refined pigments out of raw meats? Specifically the predator meat. Okay, so only base meats. Okay. I can make refined pigment out of the melee damage, though. Do some scary stuff with that. Same with cobalt. I mean, it's not as good as silver. Silver still beats it out. But cobalt does grant out environmental protection. I think pursuit ore is going to be the next kind of ore to turn all your stuff into. Maybe I should make some ink for it. I could improve my gun another stature, because... Oh, I should. Really should. We'll do. We'll just do 10. I think we end up with 20 if we do 10. 10 of those. We'll need glass, if I remember correctly. But glass is. Glass can be any gem. The Etten Hearts would be decent. I could do the rubies. We have a lot of emeralds, actually. It's emeralds and sapphires. So let's make a few emerald glass. That sounds kind of cool. Emerald glass? Damn. Oh, I could totally go for a little bit of ice cream right now. It's getting kind of... well past dinner time. Let's see here. Now, at least I know I'm going to have plenty of scrap glass if I ever need to for sapphires. Okay, so I can make refined pigment out of the pursuit. Didn't I already do that? I didn't start, did I? So out of the pursuit, we'll do the 10. Or maybe I did pick it up already. Don't want to make more if I already have some. No. But I did get the haddock oil. I was right that I grabbed that. Alright. Pursuit. We're going to do 10. Could have sworn we already had that started. Oh, I did. I did. Okay. We will be using the pursuit. And the emerald glass. Like I have another one that's making the luscious, no, vibrant ink first. Well, I want to see if there's a better gunpowder I can make yet. Alright, that's masonry table, never mind. Is there though? Gunpowder requires sulfur and coal, so literally no, yeah, just 0. No special modifications to it. Got it. Vibrant ink and pursuit. And that leads us to the luscious ink. Luscious? Only raw gems. Could do some emeralds. No, I already did the emerald glass. Could do the emeralds again, which would further enhance my move speed. No, we'll do rubies for the maximum health. Whoops. So we want the pursuit ore. 150. It'll give 6% range damage and critical strike damage. So we're all good there. So movement speed, poison, and fire resistance, and maximum health. Quite the refinement. Okay. So I could cut. What's the one that gives? I thought one of these did damage. Critical damage and move speed. I wish I could get an upgraded quartz. You know what I mean? Like a quartz that wasn't just 2% magic power. Because some of the, I mean, it would be nice if all of these gems came in higher qualities as well, just because it would give you more diversity. Ugh. I guess an Etenheart. That's going to give me melee damage. I don't think I have range damage, do I? Range damage stone? Durability, melee damage. Yeah, I think it's just durability. Oh, well, hold up. Marble, technically. I could make marble that would do crit damage 8%. I like that idea. Denise is just, yeah, durability. Marble with marble. Critical damage will at least be something that my gun could use. So then making the cut gem from the Etenheart with I didn't make the stone powder yet. Oh, I need 2? Oh. How much longer? I just need 2 pieces, please. Good God, it's taking forever. Okay. We want stone powder. And we'll do marble. Look at that. 8%. Beautiful. So then with a cut gem, we could do the Etenheart with the stone powder from marble. And that will bring us up to 16% critical damage. Seconds. And then we can turn this cut gem into Focal Shard. Oh, I have other ones. I forgot. Just kidding. We're doing this one. Since we have the Pursuit. Look at that. 14% critical damage, 6% range, 15 maximum stamina, 40 maximum health. Some durability, move speed, it's all nice. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's all pretty nice. Then to make a rifle, where's the guns? Oh, there's firearms. Okay. So, mystic stuff. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I should progression, tools, and finish all these tools. Wow. It's kind of crazy how everything mystic is so good. I still actually have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Path-wise, at least. Mostly because I wanted to make some Art Nouveau. There's a stave and a colossal shelf. Stave fireplace. Pagoda and Bhutan. These I can pick up pretty cheap all the way across the board. There should be some nice... the clawfoot lamps, actually, is probably what's going to go in my wizard tower, if I'm being honest. If they're what I think they are, they're going to be, like, big, bulky, and wonderful. I'm still having a bit of a problem with these augments sometimes not doing what they should be. Clothing. I did all the consumables, I believe. I don't think I've quite finished up all this stuff, but not many of these things really enthusiastic me, enthusiastic. Aren't very enthusiastic. There we go. Used up all my stocks. I almost poisoned myself with raw meat in 2 different ways. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a problem. So I have a bunch of oils. I can get rid of, I guess, the weaker oils. Yeah, I could probably get rid of some of the weaker oils. I need an Elder Eton's Heart. Stone dust. Things can go over here along with the pigments. Yeah, I made some nice tier 4 ones. Health Gnerd. Sorry. Fabled Deathweaver and all the chitin. Lots of different types of cloth there. Or thread there, more accurately. Suddenly I have 38 bound fiber. Great. Let's make more thread. Then we're going to make more cloth. So much. And then some Holt Bloom. We won't make quite as many because we want to make the durable cloth. We'll make 10, 15 of these. And then we need to make a lining. Which, thread Holt Bloom. Do Holt Bloom and Holt Bloom. No, Titania's Crown. That will give me those linings. Don't I need, to make the durable cloth, I'm gonna need linings and cloth. So I can't use all the cloth that I want, unfortunately. I should probably do that to make the linings. and then go back and make those into durable cloth with a titanium crown. It's probably the smarter bet. Oh, so many little things to do. If this didn't have so much gold on it already, I would just extract it. But I really can't afford to. Let me repair all my stuff before I forget. Those can all go in there, and then do I have space for these oils? I think some of those can go. Same with these. Tier 1 foods. I think those are all. I can actually eat those. I'll take the spring rolls actually with me. Because, like, we're well past needing or wanting tier 1 foods for anything. If it wasn't for the fact that I have a very strict diet, I wouldn't have picked these up. But I want to make sure that I got all the equivalent meats and stuff out. Grilled fish requires just raw fish. Okay. Fish cutlet, raw fish and spice. What wanted oil? Hearty stew. Oh, I know what it was. I know what it was. So it was the broth that required bones. And I realized this is the best place to use bones. Ooh. Let's see here. Magic. We're gonna look for magic. Oh, fabled Carnute. 8%. Is there I don't think there is. Is there though? Hold up. In the guidebook, right? We should have bone. So chitinous bone. But I don't want I want bone. As in, or maybe I had to type of bones? No. Why is there not? I guess it's not seeking things that could be that you can. I'm gonna look online because I know that there is. Nightingale. They can be refined into animal fiber? I'm sorry. What? No, they can't. Have I been pooping it this whole time? Yeah, that very clearly says meat. That's very clearly meat. And I will turn these into fiber, but still, Diesel bore. There we go. Okay, so, yeah, that's a lie. Why does it say they can be refined into... seals? I don't know what that means. Maybe this person has an idea? Everyone's basically saying bone broth for the bone stew. So I think that might actually be the solution we have. In order for us to be able to do this, I think the only real place for bones to go is in stew. I did hear that enchantments will sometimes use them. But what's the point in doing that enchantments? They don't benefit from any of the stats. So, we're going to create broth. We need bones, so let's pick some good bones. We need some oil. So let's see what we got here. This is going to be durability, melee damage, and health. So we should look for melee damage. Huh. That snapshot has great everything about the snapshot is great. So I guess we'll just do some I only have one of those though. That makes me real sad. I only have one bug oil? Really? Why do I only have one bug oil? Oh, that's why. I only made one at that point, I think. Hope. No. It's made through the meat, I believe. And I just turned all the meat into other things. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, so back to what we were doing. But you see, this is the min-maxing that is actually quite enjoyable in this game. Figuring out exactly what you can and can't do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the health nard. And for a spice... Salt... Dahlia... Oh, before I lose my brain, I need to ensure that I didn't miss a really powerful thing using spices with ores somehow. And I could totally see that being a situation. Yeah, let's turn some of these into spice. Let's turn 20 of them. Hulk Bloom's a pretty good spice, I would imagine. Okay, I got one. That's enough. So we got Yex, Haddocks, and Holtbloom to make one crazy awesome broth. Wow, that is a tier 4 broth. This is another question, like... I have all these different augments, supposedly, right here. Let's see, nothing for tier 2. But, like, look, it's not registering that the stove is nearby, and I don't know why that is. Like, all of these are the same. Like, some of them surprisingly work. But I don't really know what designates what is and isn't usable by the station. See what I mean? Like, none of those are usable by the station, even though they should be. Then you have things like this. And that's not even active. Like, all the ones that should be, the strange jug. It works, but why does it work and the others don't? You know what I mean? Like, it's odd to me that certain ones just decide not to function. Hide bug. Can drop off those. But I wonder what broth is good for. Not that. Oh, probably not. No, no way it's that. Although, Aaron, there's quite a few nice aromatics I can now make. Dumplings? Dumplings! But I believe it is meat-based, so that would probably not work for me. But I can soon create lots of dough. I think I actually can create lots of dough right now. I can create some great nectars. Pumpkin. Emerald glass. And Delphinium. Make two. So yeah, definitely 100% I should be making, I should make, actually that's a question, because like, I'm just using the bones. The oil is 100%, you know, non-organic. Or non-vegan, but like, you have to use bones. So I don't think the dumplings would be possible for me. Because of that alone, which is a bit annoying, in my opinion. But what can you do? I should turn salt, halite into salt, though. And I think that's a very important thing to do. Where's the... I'm not losing my mind, right? We have salt. We have salt right there. And I've had spice be salt. Wait. No, I didn't. Ah. Yeah. I'm gonna put the salt in my inventory this time. Wait. Yeah. What? Oh, maybe it's just considered refined salt. What's the point in that? What's the point in that? You could just say spice. If you're gonna call it refined salt, it should add something to the salt. Like, I don't know. It could add something as silly and stupid as just like pepper or another plant. But it should be refined salt. Oh, that's so insane. Because I'm sure that's not going to pop up here now, where I can make it make it even further. No, it's a pointless division. It's a pointless division. Now, why did I want that spice? Those are those. I had a thing in mind for spice. With the dough, I think. Because we could just do a... I mean, I think all plants can be turned into a refined flour. We're gonna do the health canard. We're gonna do a lot of dough. Boom. 160. And then I should be able to combine that with other things to make other cool things. Like the aromatic, the artisanal loaf needs an aromatic, which we can make more of those. Beef Wellington, which I can't make. Or you can't eat. I can make, I can't eat. Pies I could probably make. I have lots of vegetables. And, I mean, these two are still pretty darn decent. Like pumpkin and more pumpkin. And then have a nice dough to go with it. And then an aromatic like dahlia. Shoot. I'll have some of the craziest pumpkin pies ever. Look at that. It should be it should be tier 4. How dare you? All right. But yeah, like that's pretty spiffy in my mind. More salt. Okay, so we procrastinated long enough. I believe I have cards of new realms, and I should make the desert one. The gloom, the hunt, the provisioner. Right, so I would want the provisioner? No. No. I would love to go to the Astrolab Desert. Erbium Desert would be for yield of plants is increased. Yeah, I think Gloom is the Gloom and Hunt. Gloom and Hunt. So sure, let's make. Oh, I need a coated paper. Paper is made over there. Pretty sure I have paper. And making that a special would not freaking matter. So even if we don't, we will make exactly 18 more. I'm gonna need foil paper, which requires foil and coated. Okay, I don't have coated paper. Coated paper requires paper and a coating. Jeez, that's a lot. We'll do 18 again. Okay. Then I can create foiled paper. And make 9 of them. I mean, I like the idea. I feel like it's a huge amount of steps. Hunt Desert. Oh. Didn't need to make a foil paper, although I think I needed them for that. No, still not. Well, I have these in there. Time to consume this and see what Yep. Dang it. That's what I was afraid of. I can rename the portal? That seems odd, but okay. Oh, I made... No, I can't do that yet. We'll open that up. Oh. I'm gonna have some more magical power at least. But it's still such a shame. Woo! All right. We're gonna try our best. You know, I could have just looked up now that I'm thinking about it. Instead of the use for bones, wear gold. Yep. Okay, apparently I was correct. You go and find gold in the desert. And like silver, it is just kind of all around a present. So that's good to know. However, it does appear to say that the best chances of finding gold. I'm sorry. Okay, that was quartz. Trickster card. Oh, so... I mean, if you're gonna give me... I don't know how this is actually a loss. This actually seems great. I love this. I can just then focus on breaking down one thing and getting all the different materials out of it. That's fantastic. This has to be a dream. I don't care if it's hot. Just keep mining, folks. You can get everything from this stuff. Cinder strands. Yeah, we'll probably get some crude rocks and stuff, but like... Oh, that was quartz. I wonder if the quartz was pretty consistent then. That was definitely quartz. No, there's some more holstrom again. Salt. Ooh, 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 ooh. If I kill these guys, can I get different kinds of hides? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. This is weird. This is real weird. It's kind of a dream realm, like I said. Oh yeah, just randomly instead of meat, give me stone blocks. Sure. Again, this is. I don't think this is bad. This is really nice. Like, let me read this again. All damage ideal is reversed. Damage is decreased. Modest decrease to damage taken, so nothing can really hurt you. This realm really doesn't want to hurt you. It just wants to make you frustrated about everything you're doing, which again is fine to me. Like, this is a dream realm. I haven't seen a realm this cool. Period. I can find all the resources I want. I'll just keep mining things and cutting down trees and mining things and getting all kinds of different resources. It's crazy. I wonder that I cut down a tree, I'm gonna get a bunch of, like... And those seem to go fine. Like it definitely seems like. Oh, that's very high. It definitely seems like all the rocks are producing plants. But definitely not plants for this area. These would be plants you'd expect in, like... another... Oh, maybe. I actually don't know. It's actually a good question. What is really common in this kind of realm? Okay, so I saw... There's a cave, there's a portal over there. I'm just kind of meandering around. I should go back north. Eventually. This is just kind of a fun place. I really hope that this can stick around. If I can reset this kind of a world. Whoops. It's buggies. Sorry, folks. Stone block? I mean, I kind of want the... This is kind of funny, too, because I was just thinking about how I wanted meat. And now I'm not going to be getting meat. It's kind of ironic in that regard. Okay, I don't like that. That's giving me bones. Okay, so that all stayed the same, relatively speaking. Oh, is that a challenge over there? It is. I kind of want to see what the bound provide, or don't provide. Big old damn scorpion. Hinge, carved wood. Not give gunpowder, more gunpowder. Metal plate, automaton bishop. Oh, but it's only tier 1. Why is it only tier 1? Ugh. Mr. Scorpion. Oh, you kind of hurt. Yeah, more accurately, you have a lot of down health. Until I smite you with the mighty of fire. Apparently, magic don't care if there's a restriction on damage. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that was the normal standard amount of damage my spell usually brings down the wrath of. God, look at all these resources. And part of me is a little peeved that it's not all going to be what I want, or what I see. And most of it's going to be plants. And I like plants. Generally speaking, I love plants. But what I don't know about plants is when there's supposed to be something else. Like if I happen to see something that could be gold, and would I get something that's not gold, I'd be very sad, to say the least. Gosh, I forgot. Oh, the gravity is so low. fly for 1,000,000 years, even when I don't want to. Yeah, I'm just getting... Wonder why I don't have so many as I thought I did. That's kind of weird. Yeah, those are getting gems at least. So it's just, I guess, the metal ores? And trees, maybe the basic stuff? Well, it makes sense. I guess just gems are safe from the problem. Maybe, well, no, because I think I've seen silver a couple of times. And it didn't, like, give me silver. Which is just weird, there's so many of these same kind of nodules in each of the hunt realms. And there is certainly a lot. I just can't reach them all, because if I try to jump into the air, I'll fly and soar through the sky. And not the way I want. Like... Ooh, it's a cave! I feel like it might be the most miserable fight ever, but it's gonna be a cave. Is this tree asking for offerings somewhere? Yeah. It totally is not a special kind of tree. I thought it was. But since it doesn't have, like, the normal cut down symbol. But I suppose that kind of makes sense since it's not a... Wait, hold up. Don't let me jump. Oh, thank God. Sulfur. That's the same. Ruby. Oh, Lord. Fireball. Well, that didn't work. Well. Stone, ore, and... There's gonna be more of those little suckers, aren't there? No? I guess not. Okay, then. Ruby. Ruby. Okay, so... It's looking like rubies are kind of like a safe bet. They're always going to be rubies. That's good to know. Oh. Coal's going to be coal, apparently. Okay. I know there was more of a tunnel path back here, but I wanted to ensure I hadn't gone loopy. Nope, there is a lot more. Ruby, ruby, ruby. Weird. Okay. Were they? Oh my God. See? Unless those are tier 4 Titania's crowns, I don't want to get them converted into something less. Because these are like level 75 stuff. I should get something equivalent. to the resources that I'm supposed to be getting. Otherwise, at this point, I'm basically being bone around. Yeah, and this is tier 2 wood. Why would I get tier 2 wood when tier 4 wood with 3 more would be more accurate, since that's where I am? To be fair, it seems like everything... Yeah, see, that doesn't make any sense. So the basic trees and stuff would give me basic stuff. I could see that. With the tiers being better. But I don't know, I've just gotten so much random stuff. I'm not going to complain about having supplies of random stuff. What I'm going to complain about is when my tier 4 resources, which definitely don't pop up every day, are being replaced. Especially when gemstones aren't. If gemstones aren't going to be replaced by this trickster modifier, then neither should... Let me mind that. I want those shiny crystals. But if you're gonna make it so that those aren't changed or replaced, then the rest of the then any tier 4 resource should at least be, you know, still a tier 4 resource when you're done with it. Know what I mean? Boom, just like that. Dead. Okay. I'm afraid I'm gonna mine this and it's gonna be heavily disappointing. Oh. Okay, well those are once again what I expected. Not feared. So why? Like, look at all the resources. I mean, I could always go to the Realmic Transmuter to the north and just... I'm not getting all tier 3 stuff. So this is actually a hugely terrible deal. Yeah, this is actually a terrible, terrible deal. Okay. To the north we go. I was thinking this was going to be fun, like random resources. Why wouldn't that be a little interesting at least, right? It's not going to be interesting if it's taking my tier 4 resources. And if it's not, at the very least, giving me back what I should have gotten in the first place. I don't want to open any chests. Or anything like that, just in case. I am flying forever. It's wild. Alright, we need to change... I mean, the Trickster card is great. I mean... Potency of magic. Did I not do anything else? The farm card and the Ballworks Workshop? Sure, we'll apply that one. Rather than Trickster. Just because... If Trickster gave equivalent resources, right? If Trickster gave equivalent resources, I'd be using Trickster every time. I'd find a way to be able to do Trickster myself. The fact of the matter is, it doesn't give equivalent resources. Since it doesn't do that, there is literally no reason to keep Trickster playing. Well, it seems like I do go pretty far on a single umbrella, I will say. What is this? I actually do want to know. Bandersnatch. I mean, don't mind if I do take that. Is there bad news berries down there? There must have been a chest here. Is the Bandersnatch their upgrade? I could see that actually. I think that would be about correct. Isn't there nothing supposed to be here? Like, this is not supposed to be here. I guess it's just some cool looking runes and not like ancient secrets from beyond the graves. Can't even damage it. It's more like just a cool place with some hidden treasure. Which was pretty nice, actually. I will give that credit. This game has to rope me back in anyways, so... Oh, just a plant. Thought it was more shenanigans. I mean, it would be just in the nature of the trickster card, right? To be like, ha, you thought you got rid of me. Do 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 do. Now I get more Arium. More pursuit. Quartz gems. God, there's a lot of ore. Not plain. Oh, that's what halite. So halite is the gaping maw of teeth. Like, I'm gonna have a ton of this Arium here pretty soon. And I mean, I'm pretty sure if I count the actual poundage, I probably do have over a ton. But that's not the joke. I wonder why these are showing up so much. It just seems a little weird. Honestly, I would love to do some more of that work with, I think it's called, I don't know, it's not called weightless, there's something specific to it. My brain is having a hard time remembering, though. But yeah, it's a special kind of, light? No. Fragile, maybe. Might have been fragile. I don't remember. What I do remember is it was this great, absolutely great card. And it reduces, like, gravity by a significant amount as well. And it's definitely one I can create, because I could have created it before. And just kept putting it off. So I had Avalon Wisdom use their card last time. So that we could get that flight bonus. Well, I call it flight bonus, and it kind of is. It kind of gave us some cheats, because we were able to go in and out of places we really shouldn't have been able to. And that was because we had the ability to jump higher than we could normally. Like, of all the different cards, the one that gives you the ability to just straight up say, I'm going to ignore gravity for a bit, pretty good one. All the ores. Rocks. I mean, the gemstones are probably light, but still pretty heavy. Huh. There we go. Alright, got rid of most of that stuff. Because she can carry an unlimited amount of weight, while I cannot. Is this on the map as a cave? It's not. Oh, okay, it's not. It's just an arch. Still. Nice arch. Maybe I have to move up to power rating 20 or 100 in order to start seeing some of those rare materials show up. That's probably the case, honestly. Alright. Quick travel to the respite. I mean, it is, we're talking about gold here. But it was appearing in that other realm, Gloriana's Tears. And that's what drives me nuts. There are some items you can pick up real easily in different realms, even when the realm power is lower than you would normally find them. This time, because we went to a story-driven world, besides the Joker card or the Trickster card being in play, which wasn't that bad, honestly, but different. No, actually it was, because I was harvesting tier 3 resources and it was giving me tier 2. Sorry. I'm trying to see the positives. Anyways. So, with all those things to think about, we run into this very real scenario. No. I think everything else is fine. Equivalent salt, I suppose, specifically the Bandersnatch. Equivalent. Oh, I don't have the tier 2 woods in there? That's wild. That's very wild, actually. Oh, I didn't have anything at all for that. Duh. Throw some magnesium in there. Plate, the wire, gets the counterbalance. And then we'll put the rest of the stuff in. I have a bunch of these tier 2 fibers. I don't know if I have... I mean, I should have space for them. Yeah. A bunch of these tier 2 fibers and tier 1 stuff. Health nerd. Animal fiber. It's still... I mean, if I'm being honest, it's still one of the better ways of utilizing your meat. I know you could make oil. I still don't think you should be making oil out of meat. But I guess that's just me. More bug hides. I should make sure that those are all put away. Oops, what am I doing? That can go in there, that can go there, and then I had a bunch of oils to drop off in here. Boom. So, I'll have to turn this one off. I can reopen the desert gauntlet. The Erbium Desert is still a tier 3. No, I have to go do the Desert Gauntlet. Oh, stop! Oh, dang it. I know what I did. I didn't raise the challenge. Oh. Oh, I feel bad. You know, that's actually a great place to end this. Clearly, I'm too tired to play more. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, supporting me all this time. Again, hopefully go out, tell more people about me. I play most days around 5 o'clock Central Standard Time to about 8 to 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, depending on activity. Yeah, ask people you know to subscribe if they can. Just, every little bit helps. All right. Until tomorrow, everybody, I hope you have a great and wonderful night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you.